The royal family certainly live a life of luxury, and the fact that they are born into this powerful family elevates them in society to levels that one can only dream of. Although even with all that money and power, there are still a bunch of everyday things that they are just never allowed to do. Some make sense and some are just plain ridiculous. But before I get into all of that, make sure you smash that like button to show some love to the channel. With that out of the way, let's just dive right into today's top 10. Coming in at number 10, play Monopoly. Now here's something that we all take for granted. Believe it or not, but reportedly the royal family is not even allowed to have a board game night. As crazy as it sounds, back in 2008, Prince Andre, Duke of York, who is Prince Charles' younger brother, is where this all started. Apparently the family was banned from playing Monopoly specifically after one game became too vicious, and as you can imagine, that kind of erratic behavior is discouraged because it doesn't exactly fall under, well, royal etiquette. So the next time you think that your board game is just getting a little too heated, just consider yourself lucky that you're still able to play that game. Coming in at number 9, wear a dress with no stockings. Way back when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle first announced their engagement, a royal expert came out and said that there was a major issue with Meghan's outfit. Why, you ask? Well, it appears she had broken an old rule that says all members of the royal family must wear stockings under their dress. The expert went on to tell Insider.com, "You never see a royal without their nude stockings. Meghan, from what I can see from the engagement photographs, it doesn't look like she was wearing tights or stockings. I would say that's really the only hard, steadfast rule in terms of what the Queen requires." This expert though also noted that Markle has her own personal style and that probably would not disappear once she became an official royal. And now with their departure, it looks like Meghan isn't going to have to care about these rules anymore, regardless of this royal expert's disdain for her outfit choice. Coming in at number 8, get political. Now despite what many may think, the royal family hasn't actually held any political power for quite some time now. They are mainly just there as a symbol of the history of the UK. In addition to this though, once you are married to a royal, you are not allowed to be active in politics. In fact, the royal family has to refrain from participating in most political events. They can't vote and, as I mentioned, run for any form of public office. They're basically just the penguins from Madagascar. Every day is just smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. Technically they are allowed to vote, but they choose not to because it would be considered unconstitutional. By not voting, they at least remain politically neutral, which is meant to help keep up the appearance of the royal family's role with the general public. Coming in number 7, signing autographs. Now this one kind of makes sense considering the fact that for security reasons alone, someone having a royal signature could do a lot of damage. Usually royal family members like Kate Middleton are more than happy to greet members of the public during her royal engagements. However, if they ask for an autograph, she has been known to politely decline. Prince Charles is said to tell people that he's sorry and that they don't allow him to do that. They, the ominous they. Although funny enough, Meghan Markle actually broke this rule when she signed the autograph book of 10-year-old Caitlin Clark with a heart and a smiley face. At least it was sweet. Coming in at number 6, eat shellfish. Can you imagine being told what to eat? I just can't imagine being banned from eating certain foods that I want to try because of the off chance that I could get sick from whatever it is. In the case of shellfish and meat cooked rare, the royal family are warned to steer clear over fears they will be poisoned. Shellfish typically does pose a higher risk for food poisoning, but I feel like the lack of fish may only be depleting them of healthy fats and nutrients versus protecting against a potential attack on their stomachs. Additionally, the royal family was advised not to eat shellfish because of the possibility of allergic reactions. Apparently Queen Elizabeth still abides by this rule, but Prince Charles on the other hand is known to enjoy shellfish every now and then. Coming in number 5, bright nail polish. In addition to the royal family's strict dress code, there is also rules regarding nail polish and colors you're allowed to use and ones that they are told to avoid. Royals are ordered to steer clear of bright or dark shades, although the Queen is said to prefer the light pink ballet slipper shade from Essie. For nearly 30 years actually, Queen Elizabeth has kept up with a manicure regimen that depends on that ballet slipper nail polish. Kate Middleton wore a similar shade for her wedding to Prince William in 2011, but for the most part she is seen without any nail polish at all, which is less about preference and more about abiding by these strict rules that the royals have to follow. Coming in at number 4, take fan selfies. Here is something that we definitely take for granted. Just simply taking a selfie can become a huge ordeal for any member of the royal family. Apparently Meghan Markle actually spilled the tea on this little rule as she told a fan that they are not allowed to do selfies while embarking on her first royal engagement. The main reason for this is that a selfie requires you turning your back on a royal, which they say us commoners are never supposed to do. Plus, being that close in proximity to one of the royal family members, it does become an issue of security again. Although from time to time it seems as though some royals choose to break this rule. Prince William, for example, happily agreed to a selfie with a fan while he was at the Commonwealth Arena in 2013. Coming in number 3, eat after the Queen. I for one am a bit of a slow eater, so the Queen and I would probably get into a lot of arguments if this is true. So on top of the foods that Queen Elizabeth II won't allow at Buckingham Palace, she also has a very strict rules when it comes to etiquette at dinner. After the Queen takes her last bite of food, absolutely no one at the table is allowed to eat anymore. Apparently this rule was a big pain in the butt though when it came to eating with Queen Victoria. She was notoriously difficult to deal with because she was a fast eater who gobbled down a lot of food. Although at 94 years old, it's quite possible that Queen Elizabeth isn't going to be filling up her plate and downing her food, so you might be safe. Coming in number 2, sit with legs crossed. This one is such a basic action that we all do from time to time, and yet sitting with one leg crossed over the other is said to be very frowned upon in the royal family. The very camera-friendly pose that Kate Middleton does was even termed the Duchess slant. This is meant to describe the way that she sits with her knees and ankles together slanted to one side. They say that this allows her to keep a better poise and posture. Although this isn't necessarily an official rule that they have, they definitely do not like to see it when those legs are crossed. Which is likely why, much like Princess Diana, we never see Kate Middleton crossing her legs. They are always side by side, slightly tilted and to the side. I mean, it's just such a minute detail, but one that they definitely put a lot of focus on. Last but certainly not least, our number 1 spot, be on social media. So far, Princess Eugenia is the only member of the younger generation of royals to actually have a personal social media account. Everyone else must go through the Kensington Palace's official account if they want to share any photos. Meghan Markle even noticeably went missing from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram after just getting engaged to Prince Harry. Then in January, the Kensington Palace released a statement saying, "Miss Markle is grateful to everyone who has followed her social media accounts over the years. However, as she has not used them for some time, she has taken the decision to close them." Sure, that's why she closed them. You see how sneaky this royal communications team is? It's a little bit sus. Either way, that has been the top 10 everyday things the royals are not allowed to do. But before we get out of here, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video title. Kim Kardashian defends Britney Spears, PewDiePie calls out David Dobrik, and Eminem hits back at Gen Z. Katie Dewey says, I am by far not a Kardashian fan, but I was sick the way the media treated Kim throughout her pregnancy. They need to be canceled. Yeah, a lot of media outlets need to be canceled. I mean, people are just so cruel nowadays. Emily George says, Dolly Parton doesn't donate used books to families, she donates new ones. And Dolly Parton just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Man, never ends. Andrea Barlow says, maybe with Kim's influence, something might finally be done about Britney. I mean, here's hoping, right? She did get a lot of people released from prison in the US when she was working on prison reform with Trump. Maybe she could get something moving, at least get the ball rolling with Britney Spears. Here's hoping. Just an asterisk symbol, it looks like, says, I would have done nothing to be a fly on the wall when Eminem found out that Gen Z was trying to cancel him. Yeah, I bet he just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. Mariah Phillips says, did I miss it, or was this the first time Johnny mentions having a girlfriend? Good for you. It's like an episode, did I miss that part on that episode where that small detail came up? Good catch, Mariah, and thank you very much. She truly takes my breath away. I am a very lucky man. But that has been today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube. I feel like I got a burp. We're good. It'll come later, though. As crazy as it sounds, back in 2000, here it comes. See, I knew it. Pardon me, or my manners. Coming in at number 9, wear a dress top. Read, Johnny. Coming in number 2, sit with. Sorry. The very camera friendly. Yeah, that's where I'm going from. The very. My God. It's just such a minute. It's minute. Minute. So far, Princess Eugenie. Oh, I forgot her name. Eugenie. That's what it is. Eugenia, I think. Okay.